So now we are in Tuscany with Gatto Grosso, or Fat Cat, which I love. It's a liter. There's so much to love about this wine. Like, I just love the cute little cat peeking out the top of the bottle. But obviously that's all just marketing. And we can talk about how it's also delicious. But to start, so this is a really cool female producer in Tuscany that uses the traditional grapes for the region, for like Chianti Classico, and makes them into more approachable liter bottle, nothing added wines. So it's gonna feel very similar to you as if we're drinking a Chianti, but with a little bit less of the like pomp and fanciness to it, if that makes sense. Also, I just have to note that it's because of her cutie little cat that she made this thing. She has a very big fat cat, and if you want to look at it, you can look at her website. She's on there. I'm actually a dog person, but I love my cats too. So if you need a gift you need to go to someone's party that loves their cats, boom, easy, and it's just so good with food. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right, so she's had it for a while. Her name is Clary Ferrara. So she's been doing, Mary, there we go, Mary, Mary, Ferrara. So she's been doing that for a while, since 1971, or at least she's had the vine since then. And yeah, I think I actually just mentioned everything I wanted to say about it. She's got her fat cat. She's doing it naturally, really reminiscent of Chianti Classico. So with all that in mind, I've probably set some expectations about what it's going to taste like. First, I would say make sure you chill it. I chilled it for about 30 minutes, and it could honestly do with more, but 30 to me, I feel like is the right amount for it to not just be not lose some of like the flavors that you would get if you chilled it for a little less time. But feel free to chill it all the way, and then just, the liter. So depending on how many people you have around, you could try it over time, and you'll start to get different things as you go. All right, so let's dive into it. So Sangiovese, Canaiolo, and Mammolo are the grapes that go into it, which are fairly typical to see from the Chianti region. Normally we just hear about Sangiovese, but the other ones are typically added to either add color, add body to the Sangiovese because it's pretty light. All right, so it's just like a little cherry bomb. Like that's, no matter where I start, that's what I get. So it's like, honestly, it starts me with like raspberry and blackberry, like a little bit darker. But then when I go down, oh man, that's like a deep, deep cherry, like a very dark cherry, like a little bit of blueberries, maybe like some plum. And then it has this like baking spice. It's just like really heavy. Like normally baking spice is like to the side and I like kind of have to go find it, but like it's here. I don't know exactly which one it is. It honestly has both. Like it's a little bit cinnamony, but then it also has this like, whatever the green baking spices are, like what's the one? There's one that's like in like oregano. There we go, oregano. It's like one that's in like Italian seasoning. I feel like that's in there. And it even has a little bit of minerality to it. I'm sure that would probably come through more if I let it sit for longer. But yeah, like deep, those are some deep berry full things, like almost like cooked. They're like cooked berries. Like you made them into a pie, but not sweet. So let's see. Oh yeah. All right. So I was right about the minerality, or at least the like earthiness to it. Like it's very forest flory. So the berries are still there, but they honestly like are kind of receding into the background on the palate, which is very surprising to me. It's like first, well, they're there at the beginning. They start and they're like, woo, berries happening. And then it goes, okay, like now we're calming down. Now we're a little bit more austere. We're a little bit more serious now. We're on the forest floor. We have some herbs down here with us, a little bit of pepper. Really interesting. Very good food pairing wine. Just generally like, it doesn't have a ton of tannin, which honestly, most time Chianti doesn't have a ton of tannin anyways. But the structure of it is perfect for, you can obviously go junk foods here, as I would say, your pizzas, your chicken nuggies, but it deserves more. Like this wine is big. It's literally big, and it's like pretty big in your mouth too. And it's got really nice complexity. So I would do more for it than that. I would do like, oh man, ragu is what I would really want to have with this, I think. Or like like anything, I guess is I'm probably about to describe ragu honestly, but like pastas with red sauces and a meat on them. I guess it could be like bolognese as well. Um, you're just not going to go wrong with tomato with this, which is 0% shocking, knowing where the wine comes from and that she's pretty traditionally, well, she's more traditionally making it than a lot of the Chianti people now because she's not adding anything to it, and she just has a lighter extraction. So yeah, this is making me hungry for some Italian food. Again, you can put it with the drunk food and just give it Italian food. I'm not going to give you other options. Like that's what this needs. If your friend's making spaghetti and you're going over there for dinner, especially if your friend has a cat, this is your wine. But yeah, tomato sauces, that's going to be your friend here. Enjoy.